In this video, we're going to give you 3 ways to build muscle without putting on fat. Hey guys, Aaron Garza, founder here at Pure Line Nutrition. Hope you guys are doing well. You would not believe how many times I've tried to shoot this video. It's been a little bit of time since we've actually got out here and given you guys some good information and good content, and we're going to get back into the swing of things. I apologize if some of you haven't seen us for a while. Been super busy with January and February 2020. We've done a lot here at Pure Line. If you are able to visit one of our stores in Texas, you know that we've got our 3D imaging machines going on, and those things are awesome, man. We've been able to take body fat measurements, body mass measurements, lean tissue. It's just really incredible what those things can do. We also launched our new pre-workout, which is Beta Code Red. That stuff is just blowing up. People are loving the effect of that. If you haven't already, check that out. You can check it out on our website on thepureline.com. Just go to pre-workouts and look at Beta Code Red. By far the strongest pre-workout that we have ever brought out. It's incredible, 3 amazing flavors. But that's not what this video is about. This video has a certain topic, and it's an interesting topic because it's something that comes up quite often. You know, guys and females alike tend to want to put on mass. They want to get bigger. Some of them want to get a lot bigger. Others just want to kind of create that lean, toned, X-frame appearance, that athletic CrossFit look. But whatever the case, the goal is to put on more muscle. And what this video is about how to acquire that muscle or put that muscle on without the expense of or without the addition of extra body fat. And that's the big goal, because most people just put on muscle or put on weight indiscriminately, and that's not the right thing to do. You want to put on lean muscle without putting body fat on. I'm not telling you anything you probably don't already know, but the key is, how do you do that? I'm going to give you 3 tips that are going to help you do just that, and if you follow them, you should be able to put on lean mass pretty well without adding excess body fat. So let's start with tip number 1. Tip number 1 is don't bulk up while you're already bulked up. Just like the name or just like that title infers, a lot of people will start to put on weight at a point where their body is already a little thick. When I say a little thick, for guys, you know, anything above 14 or 15%, and for women, anything above 20 to 21%. You want to make sure that your body fat is in check before you start gaining lean mass. It's just extremely important, because if you start putting on lean muscle or just weight without keeping your body fat levels in check, what ends up happening is you create more fat cells, and you also increase the size of the fat cells that you already have. That's called fat hyperplasia. That's not a good thing to do. So the best thing to do is to bring your body fat percentage down by using a good tool like, you know, body fat measurement assessment tools, Fit3D. If you only have access to InBody, that's cool as well. But bring that body fat level down. For guys, anywhere between 11, 12, 13%. For females, 17 to 20%. If you can get to that place, that's the place where you should start adding muscle at, or you should start going on a bulk at. Don't do it if you're any higher than that. Bring your body fat levels down first and then go from there. So that's tip number 1. Tip number 2 is make sure and set your macros. Know what you're eating. It's extremely important. A lot of people just go about eating indiscriminately. They don't really know what they're eating, how many calories they're eating, how many grams of protein or carbs and fats they're eating. And you really should measure that. In today's world with apps and all the stuff out there, there's a million different ways to figure out what you're eating on a daily basis. It's simple as just plugging it into the app. As we've always recommended, if you followed any of my videos, I've always recommended eating 5 to 6 smaller meals a day every 3 hours for better digestion. Now the key is, how do you know what's in those meals? What's the macronutrient profile? Well, it's rather simple. You want to keep your macronutrients, and this also depends on your body fat percentage, I should say that, but protein is always going to be about 1 to 1.5 grams per pound of body weight. That's pretty standard, and you should divide that up over your meals and make sure that you're eating a small percentage at every meal throughout the day. Carbs are a little different. Carbs are where kind of varies. In fact, if you're a man and you're between 7 and 12% body fat, your carb intake should be about 2 to 2.5 grams per pound of body weight. If you're a female and you're between 17 and 19%, your carbs should also be about 2 to 2.5 grams per pound of body weight. That's a good number. However, if you're a man and your body fat percentage is a little higher, like 12 to 15%, don't let your carb count go over 1 to 1.5 grams per pound of body weight per day. Same if you're a female, between 19 and 21%, you want to keep that carb count right between 1 and 1.5 grams per pound of body weight daily. You may need to rewind that and listen to that a couple times just so you get it, but that's the idea. That's where you want to keep your carb intake based on your current body fat levels. The other thing that comes into the equation is fat. Now, fat is naturally occurring. It's pretty much in all the proteins you eat, whether it's chicken, lean red meat, fish. All those things have natural sources of fat. You don't want to completely eliminate fat from your diet, but you just want to eliminate excess forms of fat. You know, obviously you don't want butter and things that are going to be a little bit heavy in saturated fat. Keep those out of your diet and let the fats come naturally. You can also supplement with essential fats, which is actually very beneficial for a lot of the body's functions, hormonally, skin, endocrine system. There's so many different things that essential fats do and that you would need them in your diet for. So make sure if you're not getting in EFAs, whether through a soft gel, flaxseed oil, things like that, that you figure out a way to incorporate them. But that was number 2. Make sure you understand your macronutrient profile and make sure you know what macros you're putting in your diet. Make sure you're tracking them daily. Now, number 3, reinforce your base. Now, this is something I've gone back to recently because I feel like we always kind of get away from the basics. You know, it's just human nature. We inherently start to think about, oh, let me try this workout. Let me try this superset. Let me try, you know, this thing that I saw on Instagram, my favorite Instagram influencer doing. Guys, there's nothing like the basics. Squats, deadlifts, bench press, shoulder press, compound movements. Get back to your base and start working on your strength this year, especially if you're trying to bulk up and get big and put on some size without putting on body fat. Go back to those core lifts, you know, deadlifts and rows, things that involve more muscle groups that are compound movements. Your body is going to be stressed in a lot more ways than just physically. When you do that, your hormonal system, your endocrine system, your entire nervous system will be stressed. And because of that, your body will have to burn calories to stay at a healthy place. That's where all these extra calories that you're eating will come in. It'll help it do that. So make sure that you are using core movements. Make sure that you're doing those, you know, at least 2 to 3 times a week. They're the foundation for building a solid body, a solid physique. So those are the 3 things that you should kind of focus on if you want to get big without putting on excess body fat. Number 1, make sure that you're not bulking up if you're already over 15% body fat if you're a male, or if you're over 20 to 23% body fat if you're a female. You need to bring that down first and then start your bulk up. Number 2, make sure that you know what your macros are. Make sure that you know how much protein you're getting, how many carbohydrates you're getting, how many grams of fat you're getting. Plug them into an app, look at that daily and track your progress. And number 3, get back to reinforcing your basic compound movements. Go back to squats, deadlifts, bench press, things that involve more muscle groups than just a single isolation exercise. This will be better for you overall. It'll help you burn more calories. It'll help you get bigger, get leaner, get stronger, and create that body that you're looking for. All right, guys, I hope you get some tips from that. Like I said, if you like our videos, please share them with your friends. Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't already. And also go by our website, www.thepureline.com. Right there on the front page, we have an email sign-up form. Sign up for our emails. We'll send you out information, new videos, and things that we do. That'll help you keep up to date with all the stuff here at Pureline Nutrition. All right, guys. Also, remember, you can email us, info@thepureline.com, or give us a call at 1-800-632-1402. Hope everybody's doing well. We'll see you soon.